Part of the North Freeway now closed after a crash and a deadly shooting near West Mount Houston. This is a live look where you can see quite the backup there. All northbound lanes are closed this morning. ABC 13 reporter Charlie Edsity is there live this morning. And can you tell us more about how all this started? It's just a bizarre situation.
Yeah, Samika, we're working through understanding some of the details ourselves, but we just got an update from investigators. But a quick note to morning commuters out there, please avoid this area if you can. This section of the northbound side of the North Freeway as you approach West Mount Houston, it is getting worse and worse by the minute with this closure. And so I want to step out of the way and show you what it looks like. Again, northbound side of the North Freeway as you approach West Mount Houston, you can see there's some flashing lights here, lots of police activity this morning as this investigation continues. Now, what we know is that a man was shot in the head and ended up dying after a car crash that happened on the North Freeway. This is all information that is preliminary coming from HPD investigators out here on the scene. It was around 12:40 this morning that officers were dispatched to that crash on the freeway near West Mount Houston. As officers arrived out here on scene, they discovered a man with a gunshot wound to the head, and this person is believed to be one of the people that was inside of one of the vehicles that was involved in the crash. Now, what sounds like happened is the victim may have gotten into some sort of an argument with two men who may possibly not even be involved in the crash. Now, things escalated and witnesses told police officers that the two men then shot the victim and then possibly took off on foot.
The only description we have right now is two possible suspects, African-American male, mid-20s. One is wearing a white jacket. 5'7" to 5'9", slim built. That's all we have at this point. Now, I was last told they were fled on foot.
All right, so right now you're looking at the traffic backups here on the northbound side feeder road of the North Freeway as you approach West Mount Houston. So if you can, please avoid this area because if not, you're going to be sitting in this mess over here. And of course, if you know anything about the suspects involved in this shooting, you are urged to contact HPD. Guys, we're going to keep you updated on everything happening out here.
A puzzling shooting on the North Freeway.
Now, I would say this, it's extremely tragic. Anytime there's a loss of life, it's a tragedy, right?
Has left a family mourning. Investigators say a crash involving multiple cars happened on the freeway around 12:30 this morning. Witnesses telling police one of the drivers in that crash got into an argument with two men on the side of the road who had nothing to do with that wreck. We're told the exchange took place as the man was pulled over near this embankment here. The other men in a parking lot across the street when shots were fired.
It escalated to the fact that the two males that was unrelated to the crash pulled out a firearm, discharged a firearm, and shot the deceased victim.
When police arrived, they found that driver dead, thinking he had been ejected from one of the vehicles, only to find he had a gunshot wound to the head. Authorities are still searching for those two suspects who they say ran away after the shooting. They're asking anyone with any information to call Crime Stoppers. Brittany Ford, KHOU 11.